Got much quieter weather ahead compared to our neighbors well down to the south of us. So we have the beautiful conditions that we had this weekend sticking around for several more days. All that heat and humidity that we left behind last week stays behind us until we get to the holiday weekend. So we get a bit of a preview of early September this week, and then once we finally get to early September, it's going to go back to feeling like July kind of weather. So we're almost flip-flopping the weather coming up in the next week or so when we compare it to what we typically get this time of year. High pressures anchored over the eastern Great Lakes. That's going to keep us dry and quiet for several more days in a row. If anything, a weak cold front comes through, but no rain anytime soon. So get used to that bright sunny sky that we had today. That's going to stick around for several more days in a row, along with these milder temperatures. Usually we're in the low 80s around this time of year, upper 70s outdoors right now. We have beautiful weather like this throughout the rest of this evening, and we'll see a lot of this in the week ahead. So remainder of the day, sunshine, quiet. You can see temperatures staying in the mid-70s before sunset, after sunset, cooling off quickly into the 60s. So again, a bit of that September preview in the air, continuing throughout the rest of this quiet day. And later tonight, does get a little cool. A few spots may dip into the upper 40s going into tomorrow morning. Rockford low 50s, clear sky, calm conditions. So that's definitely that little hint of almost fall-like weather in the air. Afternoon hours back closer to average. Will be just below 80 degrees under a bright sunny sky. The light breeze out of the southwest. Beautiful start to the week with low humidity, and we're going to see a lot of this kind of weather moving forward Tuesday through Thursday. So basically we just keep copying that kind of weather from Monday into the later half of the week. We get to the holiday weekend, though, that's when things really start to switch up. The heat goes back up, same with the humidity. Not to the levels that we saw last week, but you want to start planning ahead. We'll have highs in the 90s. It feels a little more humid, so some hot conditions just around the corner for Labor Day weekend. Maybe beautiful cool weather ahead once we finally get to next weekend. You can see in the extended forecast, we kind of hover right near 80 degrees the next several days under a bright sunny sky. Just a slight chance for rain early Tuesday. After that comes the heat. Upper 80s, low 90s going into the holiday weekend. That travel day on Friday looking a little hotter too, so keep an eye on that. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, the weather does look to be hot going into next week. So Labor Day, 93, and then we'll continue that heat after that. So as kids head back to school, they're going to deal with a lot of hot weather for a while, as that heat wave may last for at least the first half of September, Sam.